Martin Luther was a German theologian, professor, and key figure in the Protestant Reformation. Born on November 10, 1483 in Eisleben, Germany, Luther was ordained as a Catholic priest in 1507 and became a professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg in 1508. In 1517, he famously protested against the Catholic Church's sale of indulgences by posting his 95 Theses on the door of the Wittenberg Castle Church. This act is often regarded as the starting point of the Reformation. Luther's teachings, emphasizing salvation by faith alone and the authority of Scripture over church tradition, challenged the Catholic Church's doctrines and practices. He translated the Bible into German, making it accessible to ordinary people, and his works, including the freedom of a Christian and on the Babylonian captivity of the church, further spread his ideas. Despite facing excommunication and condemnation by the Catholic Church, Luther refused to recant his beliefs at the Diet of Worms in 1521, famously declaring, "Here I stand, I can do no other, so help me God." Luther's actions led to the formation of the Lutheran Church and sparked religious and social upheaval across Europe. He married Katharina von Bora, a former nun, in 1525, and they had 6 children together. Luther continued his theological writings and pastoral work until his death on February 18, 1546, in Eisleben. His legacy remains profound, shaping the course of Christianity and European history. Certainly, after his defiance at the Diet of Worms, Martin Luther was declared an outlaw by the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. He went into hiding at Wartburg Castle, where he translated the New Testament into German. This translation played a significant role in standardizing the German language and facilitating literacy among the common people. During his time at Wartburg, Luther also wrote prolifically, producing theological works and hymns that became integral to the emerging Protestant movement. He returned to Wittenberg in 1522 and resumed his teaching and reform efforts. Luther's influence extended beyond theology. He also advocated for social reforms, such as education for all, and contributed to the development of modern notions of individual rights and freedoms. In addition to his theological and social contributions, Luther's legacy includes his impact on music. He composed many hymns, including the famous "Mighty Fortress is Our God, Ihn feste Burg ist unser Gott," which remains a staple in Protestant hymnals to this day. In his later years, Luther faced challenges within the Protestant movement, including theological disagreements with other reformers such as Ulrich Zwingli and Thomas Müntzer. Nevertheless, his ideas continued to spread, leading to the establishment of various Protestant denominations across Europe. Martin Luther's life and work left an indelible mark on Western civilization, shaping religious, cultural, and political landscapes for centuries to come. In his later years, Luther continued to be involved in theological debates and controversies within the Protestant movement. He wrote extensively on various theological topics, addressing issues such as the nature of the Eucharist, church governance, and the relationship between faith and good works. Luther's influence extended beyond Germany as his ideas spread throughout Europe, sparking the formation of various Protestant denominations. He corresponded with fellow reformers across the continent and supported efforts to establish Protestant churches in different regions. Despite his significant contributions to the Reformation, Luther also faced criticism for his harsh rhetoric and uncompromising stance on certain theological matters. His writings sometimes expressed strong anti-Semitic sentiments, which have been widely condemned by modern scholars. Towards the end of his life, Luther experienced health problems, including kidney stones and heart issues. He died on February 18, 1546, in his hometown of Eisleben at the age of 62. Martin Luther's legacy continues to be debated and analyzed by scholars, theologians, and historians. While some view him as a hero who championed religious freedom and sparked a movement for reform, others criticize aspects of his theology and his role in the tumultuous events of the Reformation era. Regardless, his impact on Western Christianity and culture is undeniable, shaping the course of history in profound ways. In addition to his theological and social impact, Martin Luther's personal life also offers insights into his character and influence. Luther's marriage to Katharina von Bora, a former nun, was itself a significant event in the Reformation movement. Their marriage not only challenged the celibate traditions of the Catholic Church, but also provided a model for Protestant clergy to marry and have families. Katharina, often referred to as Katie Luther, was a strong and capable woman who managed the household, supported her husband's work, and played a crucial role in the family's financial stability. Luther affectionately referred to her as "my Lord Katie" and credited her with bringing order and happiness to his life. The Luther's home in Wittenberg became a center of hospitality and intellectual discourse, hosting students, fellow reformers, and visitors from across Europe. Katharina managed the household finances, ran a brewery, and even helped with Luther's writings, demonstrating her resourcefulness and determination. Martin and Katharina had 6 children together, and their family life provided a counterpoint to the celibate ideals of Catholic clergy. Their marriage symbolized the Protestant emphasis on the sanctity of marriage and the importance of family life. After Luther's death, Katharina faced financial difficulties but remained resilient, managing the family's affairs and ensuring the education of their children. She outlived her husband by several years, passing away in 1552. The partnership between Martin and Katharina Luther exemplifies the personal and social dimensions of the Reformation, illustrating how their marriage and family life contributed to the broader transformation of religious and cultural norms in Europe. Certainly, another aspect of Martin Luther's life worth exploring is his literary output and its impact on the dissemination of his ideas. Luther was an incredibly prolific writer, producing numerous pamphlets, sermons, treatises, and translations throughout his life. One of Luther's most famous works is his translation of the Bible into German, completed in several stages between 1522 and 1534. This translation was groundbreaking because it made the scriptures accessible to ordinary people who could read German rather than relying solely on Latin, texts understood only by the educated elite. Luther's translation played a crucial role in shaping the German language and fostering literacy among the population, contributing to the spread of Protestant ideas. In addition to his translation work, Luther authored many theological treatises that articulated his reformist beliefs. These writings often challenged established Catholic doctrines and practices, emphasizing concepts such as salvation by faith alone, the priesthood of all believers, and the authority of Scripture over ecclesiastical tradition. Luther's works, such as The Bondage of the Will and The Babylonian Captivity of the Church, sparked intense debates and influenced the development of Protestant theology. Luther also used pamphlets and sermons to communicate his ideas directly to the public, bypassing traditional channels of authority within the Catholic Church. His straightforward and often confrontational style resonated with many people who were disillusioned with the corruption and abuses they saw in the Church. Overall, Luther's literary output played a crucial role in disseminating Reformation ideas and shaping the religious and cultural landscape of Europe in the 16th century and beyond. His writings continue to be studied and debated by scholars and theologians, reflecting the enduring significance of his contributions to Christian thought and practice. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.